I'm here with the wonderful Sistanative. How are you?
Well, thanks.
First up, loving your look. What's going on here?
This is a piece from Hands of Imagination, a friend of mine, Leanne Carroll. Amazing Australian designer. She's a milliner. There's not too many milliners.
It's very cool. I'd love to wear that to the races. Now, tell us about your style, because you're a supersonic songstress, I read. Please explain.
I call myself an orator and songwoman.
Yep.
Basically, all my work is around song. Even though I do other things, like I teach a lot, do theatre shows, do a bit of kind of arty-farty stuff in galleries and museums.
Arty-farty.
Peeps.
Lots of different performance styles.
Yeah.
And on stage tonight for the jam session, what can we expect?
I'll be dropping a bit of Brazilian Portuguese, which is great. So that was a gift from some of my capoeira friends.
Right.
It's a martial art form.
Martial art form?
Yeah. Brazilian, Afro-Brazilian martial art form.
Fantastic. What an interesting combination. How did you get inspired to put that together in one performance?
The song I was given, well, it was kind of like it didn't have a singer, and I was like, hey, I could do that. And I thought that I'd really love to just present the Brazilian perspective that I'm aware of in Australia, because there's a lot of Brazilians here. Rhythm Brazil will be performing, and they'll be getting up with
I know, cannot wait for that tonight. Now, I read that, is it true that you use music as a stun gun to put your messages out there? Is that very important to you? Like, you use your music for positivity and to get great messages out there?
I think it's mostly about truth. Just sitting in your truth and sharing your truth, and hopefully other people really feel that.
And what inspired you to do what you do?
What inspired me? I got a headache one day when I was a teenager. No choice. It's just no choice. Some people, every person has a purpose. Yeah. And this is part of mine.
So when you were younger, you straight away, that's what I want to do. That's who I'm going to be.
Yeah, I was really in love with all the disco divas and all of that, Really, really in love.
Like who?
Like, I listened to a lot of ABBA. Yeah.
Mamma Mia.
Yep, exactly. Stevie
Dancing
Wonder.
Queen, yeah.
Lots of Boney M. Love Boney M.
Cool.
Yeah, so everything in gold.
Yeah.
So it's really good to do this gig, because they're kind of taking it back to all those older styles, which is cool. It's really inspiring.
How do you approach a jam night like tonight's ReelFocus jam night?
Well, it's my first time playing with this lot. I kind of mostly jammed at like Australian festivals with people from the North Coast, New South Wales. So kind of like more of the world music, folk music, and hippie vibes.
Hippie vibes! Woohoo! We like those.
So lots of heavy drumming and that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's really cool to kind of get in with an urban crew. Yeah.
So what do you think of the ReelFocus platform and website?
It's really groovy. I really like it. Yeah.
How important is it for you to use the internet and get out there with social networks and get your music out there?
It's massive, the whole social media thing. Like, social's really, really high on my hierarchy of values. So I'm just kind of, I love that forum up. Really do.
And what do you think of the ReelFocus website?
Yeah, I like it. It's it's
It's cool. Get your music out there. Oh no! The bird has flown off your head. Quick! It's flown the coop.
It's back.
Sistanative, it's back.
It's back, and it'll be back on stage with a few more.
A loose budgie. We don't want the budgie to get loose.
Yeah.
So we're going to be back on stage, flying back on stage. So ReelFocus, it's got to be a great place to be seen, to create your own profile, so that not only different agents, but anyone can see your music, and not only here in Australia, but worldwide.
Yeah, it's
getting it out
amazing.
there.
It's pretty amazing, just the the vehicle of the internet, linking up with international connections, that kind of thing. It's really important, because especially in Australia and in the Oceanic region, we're not necessarily exposed to the audiences that, immediately, like in your immediate environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just think that the more of that, the better.
The more exposure, get Sistanative out there and global. We love that through ReelFocus. Well, we cannot wait to see you on stage.